Folks, you liked my analysis of auditing the USA, so I figured I'd give another person a shot. Don't worry, we're going back to auditing the USA. Do not worry. Oh my God, I went through some of his stuff. It's nuts. This guy is insane. But today, it's going to be amazing audits. And the reason it's going to be amazing audits is because he was the guy in the live stream with Schrodinger's cat that I watched and went, what on earth is this guy on about? He's wrong. He was saying things that were absolutely wrong. And not just that, he's also a flat earther, which is always... Okay, wait, hold on. He claims he's not a flat earther, but he's also like, I don't really believe the globe is round. No one's been able to convince me. Look, if you're going to ignore all the evidence, the science, the math, the facts, your own eyeballs, common sense, if you're going to ignore all of that and be like, no, it's not really convincing, I'm going to consider you a flat earther. I'm going to be feeling pretty okay about that. I will not lose any sleep about it. But this guy, amazing audits, just cognitively, I have some concerns. He's also homeless. That becomes relevant in this video. I skimmed this one just a little bit. It will become relevant. But he's in some sort of federal building. He's dealing with federal marshals. Already we're off to a good start. That's what drew my attention to this. So I don't know all the details of this one because I only skimmed it. But I'm going to be cutting out a lot in the interest of time. So if you want to see the full thing, it is 25 minutes long. It's 25 minutes and 21 seconds. I will link in the description the full video so you can watch it, make sure that contextually everything I'm saying appears to be correct. So let's get into it.
I had no problems with the marshals and stuff, and then he was like, you can't have that sign in this building.
Okay, already we have a sign that says F the police, and if you're sensitive to profanity, I think watching Auditors is not the place for you. Just fair warning. It seems like he's carrying that sign to protest. Now, if that was on his shirt, yeah, I'm sure that would be allowed through freedom of speech. But if he's in that building purely to protest, that building, we went through this in the last video, it's a non-public forum. Although it is open to the public, it is open to the public for a specific purpose. It is not designed, nor is it designated for free speech activities, such as protesting. So, I mean, you couldn't get a bunch of people in there with a bunch of picket signs. You can't post whatever you want on their bulletin boards. There are a lot of things you can't do. There are very specific things that you can use that building for. Protesting is not one of them. If you want to protest that building, go to the sidewalk. This has been over and over and over. The courts have been like, yeah, no, in the building? No. Outside the building, public sidewalk, go for it. So I assume that's the problem here. Already we have the federal marshals that have interacted with him. We see them right there. And I'm sure it's about to get interesting. So let's get into it.
I'm down here at the Regional Justice Center today.
Sorry, the Regional Justice Center is where he is. Obviously, I'm sure you can hear it. Just restating it. Moving on.
Performing an audit. I was doing some static recording when Marshall Hawks told...
Again, static recording falls under the First Amendment. This building is not designated for First Amendment activities. It's not designated for you to just set up a static camera. If you are conducting business within the building, fine, you can probably film that with certain limitations. But you can't just go into the building, set up a camera, and say, I'm filming, it's my right to do so. No. Again, non-public forum. If you get permission beforehand, then great. I always recommend get permission beforehand, but that kind of defeats the purpose of doing an audit. You don't want them to know. But also, it means that they're probably not going to let you because they don't have to let you because it's a non-public forum. This is something that a lot of auditors just, they don't know and they refuse to understand. I've put out information on this to so many of them, and they just go, nope, you're wrong. I'm not, by the way. No. Non-public forum. Look it up.
Told me I can't display this sign inside the building. Now it's looking like things might get hairy for me.
Shocking.
Las Vegas. Not too sunny today, but that'll clear up. I said, I'm sorry, is that a law? He said, yeah, there's no protesting in this building.
I am so good at this. Yes, again, non-public forum, not designated for protest, not designated for First Amendment activity. It is there for a specific purpose. This is not the place you protest. You protest outside the building. Otherwise, you can be trespassed, and if you fail to leave, you can be arrested, which I'm going to hazard a guess. We're going to see something similar to that chain of events happen here.
I said, I'm not protesting. Okay.
Uh-oh. See that guy down there? Kind of looks suspiciously like one of those federal marshals, huh? I see, if I was wandering through this building, I knew I was being followed by these guys, I'd probably think, gosh, this is my cue to leave. But I guess Amazing Audits doesn't have the same thought process as I do.
You ought to know better about your sign. It's First Amendment, protected free speech.
Yes, it is. However, protesting is not allowed in this building. If you're wearing on clothing, that I'm sure would be fine. But if you're planning on standing there, holding it up, or doing whatever you're planning on doing, that can be, they can kick you out for that. They don't have to let you do it. So maybe do a little bit of research before trying to make money off of not breaking the law. So I get that this guy's homeless, but guess what? Libraries are free, last I checked. And libraries contain books. Books contain knowledge. Here in my garage, throwback. Educate yourself, dude.
I took him through the stairs, man, to give him some exercise, and it nearly killed me. Yeah, because they want you to wear the mask, right? Oh, no, I'm not a nuisance. That's incredibly rude of you to say that. I've been cordial to everybody I've encountered.
Check this out. You can be cordial and a nuisance. I can stand in the doorway and go, hello, folks. What a lovely day. I'm so happy to be here. That's a lovely hat, sir. Ma'am, your purse? Bonkers. Love it. I wouldn't mind wearing 3 of them around my neck like they were necklaces. That's a thing I would do if I had 3 of them, but I don't. What's that? Do I smell churros? I love churros. Sir, maybe later, mayhaps in 2 hours, once I'm done standing in this doorway, we can wander on past a little Mexican joint and get some together. I could do that. Would I be a nuisance? You bet your bottom I would be. But would I be incredibly friendly about it? Sure. Those 2 things aren't mutually exclusive. Just food for thought.
I haven't used any cuss words, profanity, or any foul language, or
No, he's only holding a sign with it. Okay.
rude behavior at all.
Well, we appreciate that, sir. The one issue we do have is that you have, after being warned upon entry about the mask policy, you have failed to wear the mask while in the facility, okay?
Well,
So
Chief-
I just want to be clear, please don't interrupt me, okay?
Okay.
So I just want to be clear, while you're in here, you're free to film, as long as you don't disrupt people's operations and business, okay? And as long as you have your mask on, all right?
Thank you.
So if not, then, we have to do what we have to do, which we don't want to, okay? But we'll issue a trespass warning, and you'll have to leave the facility, or you'll be subject to arrest, okay? If you fail to comply with what I just told you.
Now, earlier he said that he took the people on the stairs and almost killed him, and then he seemed to imply that he was wearing a mask. So does he just have a mask and he's not wearing it over his face? What's going on here? Why is this guy being this way? Why is he who he is what I want to know.
All right?
Sure.
Other than that, we want you to have a good day and do whatever you gotta do.
Thank you, Chief Marshal Newsom.
Yep.
Also, I wanted to ask, so on the governor's mandate, it is in black and white writing on the same page that says that everyone needs to wear the mask, that all homeless people are exempt.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So this I did see while skimming through this, and this is why I knew that the homelessness would become relevant. So yes, in the governor's mandate for Nevada, homeless people are not required to wear masks. However, there are two problems with his statement. One, it kind of sounds like he already has a mask and refusing to wear it. Two, that's more for if they're outside, on the sidewalk, if they're in their homeless encampments. You can't make them have masks. They can't even afford, to feed themselves sometimes. How are they going to afford a mask? So it's kind of like, hey, police, leave them alone when they're outside. That's generally what it's meant to mean. Now, you could interpret it differently, but it's not really important how the individual interprets it. It's how law enforcement, the governor, interprets it. Like, what was the intent? How are the courts going to look at this? So, out in a homeless encampment, sure, okay, he's homeless, fine, whatever. But in a federal building, well, first of all, you can restrict it more inside a building, and I'll get to that. Second, the building probably has masks available. If you went to the front counter somewhere and went, hey, do you have any masks available to me? And they'd probably be like, yes, here's one, wear it while you're in here. Otherwise, get out, right? And the reason why I'm saying that the buildings can actually have more restrictions, because in that governor's mandate, it says that the counties and the municipalities can actually enforce stricter rules for mask wearing than the mandate states. So presumably that would also apply to buildings, and they can be like, we get that you're homeless, but we're going to enforce something stricter, which we are allowed to do by the same thing that says that homeless people shouldn't be required to wear masks. So there's a lot of context that this guy is either ignoring or completely unaware of or leaving out or something, which isn't uncommon with these auditors. They'll conveniently forget to look in certain places or apply logic when it's beneficial to them to not do that.
Please don't interrupt me.
Okay.
Now, exempt means, by definition, that it does not apply. So no judge can order me to comply with an order that does not apply to me. Do you understand what I'm saying? So logically unsound.
Okay.
I do not have to wear the mask anywhere at all, anywhere in the world.
Okay, and that's your interpretation?
Anywhere in the world, I think you mean in Nevada, which is the only place that mandate actually covers. Again, lack of cognitive reasoning.
Not an interpretation.
It is. I'm not going to get in a legal debate.
It's in
with
black
you.
and white writing on the
Chief
governor's
Judge
mandate.
ordered a mask, there's a mask order in place for the court facility.
May you print that up?
Okay, again, more restrictions can be made by other people, says it in the mask mandate. Apparently, for court facilities, this is the case. Now, Amazing Audits is about to request that it's printed up. I'm not even gonna wait for him to say it. That is not required. Again, libraries are free. Go to a library, check it out. Unless the libraries are closed, in which case you could make a good argument. Or don't make them print it out. Go to the front desk and be like, excuse me, can you print this out for me? Chief, whoever, whatever, is saying that this exists. I would like a copy of it. Do it there. Don't make this guy do it. What are you doing? Why would he do it?
For me, so I could see it, I would like to contact that chief judge about their order.
It's Chief Judge Linda Bell.
I'm asking for the order that she's given in writing. Can you provide that for me today, please?
I don't have it with me at this particular
I
moment.
understand that it is online, is that correct?
It should be online.
Well,
correct.
Chief Marshall, you go ahead and take your butt down to your office and get on your computer and print that up for me, pretty
I'm
please.
being disrespectful.
No, I'm not being disrespectful. I haven't called you any names or anything.
Well,
Okay, stop right there. Amazing Audits, just a fun fact. You don't have to call someone names for it to be disrespect. Thought you should know.
all due respect, this isn't all I have to do today, okay?
Well, right
We
now you have to give me
provide
that in
security
writing or else
for
I'm
the entire
disinclined to
building.
comply with
I
it.
issued it to you verbally, okay? I issued
No,
it to you verbally.
that's not true. You've instructed me.
Yes, that's a verbal issuance of instructions, dude. He said, wear your mask or we're going to trespass you. That's a valid trespass notice. Well, a conditional one, right? Which means that if he fails to do it, then they absolutely can say, okay, you're trespassed. Bro, it doesn't have to be in writing. This is like that same argument that says, oh, well, you have to have crime scene tape for you to kick me out of a crime scene. No, it just makes it easier to enforce it. They've given it to you verbally. They can do that. That's enough. They don't have to have, a satchel full of papers to just start dishing them out to people. No, they can issue it to you verbally, and then if you think that's not true, you can file a complaint. And then if it turns out they were not allowed to issue it verbally, or they had to give you a paper copy, then congratulations, your complaint went somewhere and things were fixed. But you do that elsewhere. You don't challenge it here, you're also going to get trespassed. Now you know.
On something, but what I want to see is the chief judge's order, the one that you're claiming exists.
Okay,
Does it really exist?
it exists.
Okay, everybody in the chat, I need you guys to go log on to that judge's webpage and contact that judge. Give me her contact information.
Contact the judge. Just have them look it up and confirm it, dude. Or you have a smartphone you're using to stream. I know it's a smartphone because we're seeing the video from it. Google it. It's that simple. Just use your brain. Use the tools available to you. Figure it out real quick.
And please, what was the judge's name again, please? District 9,
Chief
right?
Judge is Linda Bell.
Linda Bell, is that District 9 or something like that? District 8?
Eighth
8th District.
Judicial District.
8th Judicial District, okay, people? Let's get that information into my inbox, please, so that I can contact the chief judge about that. Schrodinger's order, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, when you decide you're gonna leave today,
Yeah,
if you swing by the north entrance where you came in, the supervisor's desk, I'll get you a copy of the order.
I'd really appreciate that. Thank you, Chief.
All right, you have a good day.
You too. Have an amazing day.
All right.
Now they don't know what floor I'm going to. Yeah, right. They're watching, I'm sure. Let's go get some names and badge numbers, guys. This is so fun.
He does have a mask. Take your mask, put it over your nose. What on earth are you complaining about? Well, homeless people don't have to wear masks. Because it seems unlikely that they will get masks or can acquire them. You have a mask. Put it on your face.
Sweating balls in this mask, guys.
Shockingly, it's another auditor who isn't in shape. You should be fine. You're walking at a slow pace. The mask isn't going to kill you. You know what I had to do in the Army? I had to go on, 2-mile runs with a pro mask on. That's the gas mask. That's going to suck. You can wear that little paper cloth mask for 5 minutes. You're going to figure it out. You'll be fine. Put it back up.
Up, Will. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Thank you guys so much.
Get fucking camera out of my face.
Or what?
Why you gotta record me?
Or what?
What are you trying to antagonize shit?
Okay, so, dumb move, dude. Because although you may have an established right, depending on where you are in the country, to record interactions with government officials, this right here, no, you don't have an established right to put a camera in someone's face in a federal building, right? That's not an interaction with the government official. So what you're doing could be considered causing a disturbance, not necessarily a disturbance, but causing a disturbance, because now you're antagonizing someone, and it's not reasonable for you to be doing what you're doing, right? This interaction does not need to happen. So why is it happening? If this does not get him kicked out, I don't have a shoe to eat, but I'll chew on that. Right there.
You called me a nasty piece of shit.
look at
What
your
were you
sign.
doing?
Fuck the police, I'm gonna fuck
What
you.
were you doing? What were you
I like her.
antagonizing?
Fuck you.
What are you antagonizing?
Fuck you. No, just let him film. Just let him film. That's what you're gonna do. You got no job or no life, and you're gonna film people.
She's not wrong.
All right, ahead, film me all you want. Fuck you. How about that? You just antagonize shit. Welcome around and fuck the police. Police fucking give their lives to protect assholes like you.
Excuse me, can you call the marshals?
Please.
Thank you.
Please call the marshals.
This lady's being disorderly. She needs to be removed.
You need to shut the fuck up and get out of my face. How about that?
You're gonna be removed now.
Can you do me a favor and get that camera away from me?
No?
Just let him film.
What are you gonna do?
Go ahead, film.
But he's going to seize it as evidence. That's what's going to happen. All right, not that they will, but they potentially could, right? Oh, what's that? Evidence of a crime. You're saying that he's being disorderly. Well, you filmed it so that we can seize it as evidence. I've seen that use before. So just a fun little thing to mull over in that old brain of yours.
This lady's being disorderly. Yeah, this lady, Marshall, I'm speaking to you. Please don't walk away from me.
Okay, so the marshal is doing is he's getting her side of the story probably away from this dude, or he's just escorting her out, but that doesn't seem to be what's happening. So here's the deal. If you go, there's a crime, and then the police and a single officer shows up and there are two people, they're going to separate those two people. They're going to talk to one person, and then they're going to talk to the other person. That's how that works. Amazing audits. Learn a little bit about the police that you're complaining about. How about that? There's a thought. That's a fun little thought.
Okay. Marshall? Marshall.
I mean, that could be considered obstruction if he keeps trying to interrupt the marshal. Another thing to keep in mind.
Marshall, I'm speaking to you, and you're gonna get a complaint drawn up on you.
Oh, no. He's going to get complained about for doing his job. Oh, gosh. Get a life, dude. Come on.
Okay? That's right. Oh, yes. Hi. This lady right here is being disorderly and disrespectful in this public building. I'm asking to have her trespass, please.
Received a complaint about.
I'm issuing my complaint.
You're the one we received a complaint about. Oh, shocking. Oh, my God. Am I surprised or what? I'm not. I'm not at all surprised. No.
To you right now. This is our first time.
Received a complaint about.
This is fine. I'm telling you what happened. It's all on my live stream right here.
Okay.
Hundreds of people have witnessed it. Okay? They're making calls right now anyways. This lady called me a piece of shit, a rotten piece of shit, and she screamed the F word at me multiple times.
Weird. I thought that was freedom of speech. Isn't that what you said earlier? Is the First Amendment protects that sort of thing. It's kind of weird, this double standard you have, where you can have a sign that says it, but other people can't say it to you. Gosh, that's so weird. It's almost like you don't believe the things that you're saying. Or you don't, I don't know, think them through.
You got the right to freedom of speech just like you do.
She's being
I love this guy. Go!
disorderly in the building.
You've got the right to free speech like you do.
She is using her free speech against me as hate speech.
Oh no! As opposed to the F the police sign that you're using as hate speech. Oh my gosh.
And being disorderly. Okay, that's right. You don't want to do anything about it?
witness it.
I need your supervisor so I can file a complaint, please.
He's down at the north entrance. You're free to go see him.
And his name?
You already spoke to him earlier.
I'm just asking who your boss's name is.
I just gave it to you. If you close your mouth and open your
Why
ears.
don't you close your fat pig mouth?
This is the best video ever!
Thank you very much, pig. Yeah, man, this lady engaged me.
Social distancing.
What are you talking about, bro? Shut the fuck up.
So here's the thing, sir. You're not allowed to cause
Socially
a
distance from me,
disturbance.
please.
You're not allowed to cause a disturbance.
Socially distance from me at this time?
in a county building.
No.
Oh,
You
okay,
didn't wanna
so-
talk to me. Now you're trying to talk to me. What is your name?
There we go. All right, pause it. So when someone else tells him to socially distance, it's shut the F up, dude. But when the police come up, he gets to say, socially distance from me. Again, double standards. I don't even know what else to say about this, other than I assume that everyone watching this is understanding how absolutely dumb this dude is being. I don't think anyone should be surprised about it. You know, after having seen the up to this point in the video, that he's continuing to just not use his brain.
What is your name?
Don't yell at me.
What?
It's W. Campbell. It says it right there on his shirt. I'm glad I could figure that out for
What
you.
is your name before we have a conversation?
No.
Okay.
That's not how it works.
That is exactly how it works. You must
Yes, because this guy is the expert on law, obviously, as we've seen through this entire thing. Sorry for interrupting this so much. I'm just so mad right now.
identify yourself to me, or you have no authority over me. You haven't identified yourself as a law enforcement officer, then you're another person like this guy over here.
You see the badge and the name, the uniform, and the fact that all these other police officers or whoever they aren't arresting him for impersonation. I think we can figure out that this guy's a police officer. I think use that brain in your head for like a second. Just a second. That's a second longer than you must have used it at any other point in your life. If you just try to comprehend anything other than the most basic of human functions, I think you can figure this one out.
How you doing, sir?
I could be better. How are you?
Great.
Okay, at this time, you're going to be asked to leave the building.
Yes! Yes! You hear that? You hear that, you little donut? You're safe today. Whew. I was worried for a second there. You're safe.
For what grounds?
As the chief marshal explained to you earlier, you're under a continued trespass warning. You've now created too many disturbances.
I didn't create any disturbances here. I want to speak to the chief.
I haven't caused any problems, he says in the middle of all the problems he's caused.
Disturbances having me kicked out of here, right?
To your right. Right this way. You want to talk to the chief, you're going the wrong way.
I'll call him.
The downside is over here.
Thank you. I think that's what he was trying to tell me, guys.
That's what I was trying to tell you when I said go to your right.
So you said I had caused too many disturbances? Can you elaborate? Please don't touch me. I don't feel safe
didn't
with you
touch
by
you.
me. Please socially distance at
You
this
didn't
time.
touch him. If you want him socially distanced, keep walking backwards, dude. It's real simple.
Is your body camera on? Oh my God, people, you believe how this shit happens like this?
Gosh, it's almost like you created every single one of the problems you faced. Wow!
So, sir, as promised.
I have a new problem now.
What's that?
So I was up on the second floor trying to go to the administrative offices as I was instructed to do. Also, I was trying to file a motion so that I can go record up on the 7th floor today.
Okay.
When a lady back up there starts calling me a rotten piece of shit and a fucker, okay? She was creating a big disturbance. There are witnesses still up there. This officer Hawks tells me that I have created too many disturbances and that I'm being asked to leave. That is not right at all. I want to file a complaint against Officer Hawks right now.
Okay.
Because that is not right. He failed to de-escalate or investigate.
No, he de-escalated it by removing the cause of the escalation. That's pretty good policing in my view. Weird.
Situation. And that's all I have to say. And then he said I have to leave the building. I don't want to leave the building.
Too bad it's not up to you, huh? That's so weird. That's not a choice you get to make now because you failed to wear your mask properly. They actually let you keep filming, which is awfully kind of them. They didn't have to do that. You had that sign, that it appeared that you can use as part of a protest. You caused a disturbance. You called people names. You were making weird noises. Like, it's not up to you, dude. I feel like you put all of these things together, and shockingly, we find they all come back to you. So if they want to de-escalate this situation, certainly wouldn't they want to remove you from it? You don't get to decide if you're going to stay in the building after that. That's not up to you. You failed to make appropriate, reasonable adult decisions. And now, weirdly, actions have consequences.
Okay.
I've kept I did everything you asked me to do.
Well, I asked you not to disrupt.
I didn't disrupt anyone.
Or cause a disturbance.
I did not cause a disturbance. The lady up there,
Okay,
Disturbance
we've
on
been,
the second floor with the sign, the lady commented.
no, she
I
was
informed that he
disorderly.
then
so,
said something to
so,
her, she said something to him. So at that time, I asked him to please leave the building, that it's under a continued trespass warning. And he has created.
You agree with that?
disturbance.
I do.
Well, I'd like to file a complaint against your officer anyways.
I understand, and I will take your complaint, and I want to ensure that you're provided with the most recent administrative order. And I highlighted the face covering issue, but you can
Thank
have
you.
the entire copy.
That's basically the end of the video. It looks like he's leaving. We're just gonna assume that because I can't. I can't stomach any more of it. I really can't. Good God! I skimmed through some of it. I didn't even get to this far in the video. That's nuts. I am. Oh boy, did he get me heated. But fortunately, woosah, we might have to go back to Amazing Audits too. So we're gonna do auditing the USA again. I mean, he lives near me. I might try to find him while he's out doing an audit and just film him, right? Just film him filming the police. That might be fun. I don't know. That seems like a lot of time spent, wasted, potentially. Who knows? Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I won't. But Amazing Audits, my God. I got to check this guy out again. I got to see if there's anything else because... Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. So until the next time, be good, stay safe.